Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called You Weren't Supposed to Win, written by awmdlad. I'm sorry. The Terran representative blinked and cocked his head to the side. The man flashed his teeth in a smile, a disarming gesture that many, in truth, found intimidating. The chairman of the galactic conglomeration rumbled his skills in displeasure before repeating himself.
The war you weren't supposed to win.
The Terran furrowed his brow. Was there a discrepancy between your analyst and the data, or am I missing something? A murmur swept through the assembly. Diplomats and representatives conversed with each other as the Terran stood in the center, utterly ignorant to what his race had done.
More order! More order!
The chairman chimed the bell and brought the muttering to a standstill. His mandibles chittered and clacked together as he leaned forward against his desk.
Terran,
he sneered.
Do you realize what you have done?
Oh, I see. The face of the representative in question lit up in recognition. The fool. How could it have taken him so long to realize? He chuckled mirthlessly. My apologies. It was not our intent to upend the current balance of power with the Orion arm. You see, that was started by the ultimatum delivered to us by the Trinili. An even bigger murmur swept through the assembly, reverberating across its halls until the chairman could take it no longer. How could the Terran be so blind?
You fool!
He called out, not even bothering to silence the crowds.
Nobody is supposed to win a relativistic war. That's the entire point.
Oh, the Terran understood the point well. Too well. A low chuckle emanated from within his chest. He leaned back and tilted his head down, corners of his lips pulling into another uncanny smile. But his white teeth flashed under the lighting, and the conglomeration was reminded of just exactly how humanity became the dominant species on Terra. I see.
Do you now?
The chairman didn't believe him at all, but nonetheless gave him the opportunity to speak.
I do.
The Terran's predatory eyes bored into the chairman's body. The representative leaned forward to place both his hands on the podium and leaned towards the microphone. Terra 1 again apologizes. It was not her intent to cause such a massive loss of life. However, she does not believe that an endless fear is preferable to a fearful end. Moreover, the Terran's eyes flashed down before darting back up. She is not to be condemned for choosing so.
A fearful end?
The chairman's pincers dug painfully into the desk's granite surface.
That is what we shall all face because of you.
Terra has no quarrel with the conglomeration. The Terran tilted his head back up. The war was exclusively between Terra and the Trinili.
And yes, you have changed everything.
The chairman's body heaved, ragged breaths flowing through his esophagus as he calmed himself.
Relativistic weapons are the absolute arbitrators of power. For a species to lose an entire planet to such weapons would be catastrophic.
Catastrophic? His eyebrows raised as he countered. I may be punished for saying this, but however valuable they may be, for Terra to lose one of her dominions, it would be horrific, but far from catastrophic.
You dare!
Yes, I do. The chairman fell silent as the Terran interrupted him. If you want peace, prepare for war, he quoted. The conglomeration follows this, correct? The Terran looked to the representative species present, and their various heads and appendages nodded in approval. Liars!
No way now,
the chairman prodded the Terran further, hoping to goad him into making a misstep. You are, the Terran doubled down. When the Trinili told us that we were to renounce claim over our colonies in the Armstrong sector, lest we be annihilated by their relativistic arsenal, we were expected to acquiesce. This was expected both by them and the conglomeration, correct?
Indeed,
the chairman responded in curiosity, both genuine and manipulative.
It would only be logical. Their relativistic arsenal was thrice the size of your own, enough to destroy 3/4 of your empire. The numbers didn't lie.
No, they didn't, the Terran admitted, but they told a different story. The Terran took a step back from the podium and looked around at the chambers he spoke in, letting the conversation breathe and for the assembled delegates to absorb the information. Tell me, how much of our relativistic stockpile should be depleted?
At least 90%,
the chairman answered easily.
There is no other way.
Incorrect. Really, it was about half. Another murmur once again swept through the chamber as the Terran let the information marinate.
Impossible!
Quite possible, Your Grace. Our relativistic weapons carry multiple warheads, each capable of attacking a different target. The chairman paled.
We believe you to be bluffing.
Now why would we do that? The Terran asked genuinely. The Trinhilli attempted a war that threatened the survival of the Terran Empire, unless she submitted to unacceptable demands. Consequently, she struck first. The Trinhilli's fleets were in port and their weapons weren't even armed. So what's hard to understand? The chairman and the delegates remained silent until the Terran was hit full force by the weight of what he just said. Wait, none of you actually thought about what would happen in a relativistic war. You just thought that you would die. The chairman remained silent, not liking where this was going. Ah, I see, the Terran swallowed, taking a breath and then letting out a deep sigh. You assumed that because you had relativistic weapons, you had deterrence. That is not how Terra views it. For Terra, the first rule of deterrence is to always assume that it never works.
I beg your pardon?
It's quite simple, really. The Terran once again flashed a dangerous smile. When Terra prepares for war, she does not merely prepare to fight. She prepares to win. End of story. Story number 2. Human Nightmares are Sacary, written by Catfish21SM. Since the humans were accepted into the Galactic Union, our bottom line has dropped considerably. That's why the corporation has decided to glean the secrets from humans in whatever means necessary. Unfortunately, straight-up physical torture carries far too many risks. If we were exposed, we risk complete removal from the Galactic Union. That would be unacceptable. Thus, our torture technique must be in such a way that no one, not even the humans, know what's happening. That's where our new invention comes in. It hasn't been released to the public yet, but it gives control of the mind, creating controlled hallucinations. Since the humans have a period of their normal daily lives undergoing similar hallucinations that they refer to as dreams and nightmares, we were able to use this to our advantage. First, we gave the corporate bigwigs a free vacation to one of our luxury resorts under the premise of building a cooperative business relationship. Then while they were all sleeping, we turned the software on. Our spies entered human dreams. They were just a garbled mess. One was dreaming of mating rituals with a plantation race. Another was dreaming of flying through space without a spacesuit. Another yet was dreaming of sitting in a hot tub at the resort. Getting information out of them was not going to be that easy. The next night, we implemented Plan Nightmare. We had the humans dream that they were being tortured by another race. We tried everything that we could think of. We insulted them with the greatest human insults. We beat them mercilessly. We even killed one of them. However, none of them were willing to spill their secrets. We were running out of time and getting desperate, so we decided to set Nightmare Engine on without direction. It would influence their dreams to go down a negative path, but it wouldn't directly control them. And we did it. We got information on the humans. It wasn't the information that we wanted, but it was useful information nonetheless. After having their internals ripped out and devoured before their eyes by beasts that they could only describe as their dimensional horrors, one of our men was hospitalized for what may be the rest of his life. Several others needed temporary medical attention. Anyone left except for me quit. My human dreamed of a unicorn chasing him, a creature from human mythology. The next day, I was sitting with the humans when one of them commented,
I don't know what it is about this place, but my men haven't seemed to have good night's rest since we've got here.
Yeah, that's pretty strange, isn't it?
It really is. Say, where did all of your men go?
They had an important business call. No worries. I'll see to your every need.
That's perfect. Well then, we need to discuss the price of that dream manipulation device that you guys have been developing.
I'm not certain what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. We both know what you did here is a violation of intergalactic policy. Your whole species should be banned from the Galactic Union if word of this got out. Fortunately for you, we're willing to make a deal.
I'll talk to my bosses and see what they say.
Excellent. Then let's enjoy what time we have left here. It's rare to get such a good vacation these days.
Just one question. Most of our men were hospitalized or sustained some form of trauma. But you humans are fine. Why is that?
Oh, I thought you already knew. Nightmares are pretty normal for us. End of story.
I would just quickly like to thank the T5 peeps. Dragon Soup, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Severin Cerberus, Red Panda 121, Leslie 517, Bushmaster 177, Caspar Arnold, Cam Maxwell, Sans the Skeleton, Light Jock, Dragzoon WRE, and Lord Azrakal. Thank you very much.